Just setting up, guys. I didn't mean to press the live button before setting up. Give me a few minutes. How's the sound? How's the quality? Is anyone in the chat yet? People shouting and screaming here. God. Hello, Minnie. Hello, Nick Ram. Case. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Trinity. I'm just setting up, guys. I didn't mean to press the start button, but I did by accidentally. So. Back, are we live? So many crazies out here today. I asked if Mr. Shine was coming today. Unfortunately, he's not, so we're not going to get 100% madness here today. Give me a few more minutes, guys, and I'll be ready to go. If you can, guys, share the stream. That will be excellent of you. And if you haven't yet, bash the like button. Make sure you bash the like button so that we can hit a nerve in the algorithm. Hello, Mohammed. This is your type of stream, right? Let's set up in the middle. Yeah, I think that's the best option to do. That's the best thing to do, mate.
I'm telling you. Set a start. Yes.
How's the sound? How's the quality? Put 5 times 5 in the chat if everything's good. Pretty please. We've got the first sign of the day, which reads America, Israel, we forced 6 million Palestinians to Sinai. Can't read the rest. Let's go where the madness was. People shouting, women screaming. Where's Danny Shine? He said that he's not coming today, so it's not going to be 100% waffle this afternoon. Pavlo is here, yeah? Must be somewhere. I know, vegan, it's sad, isn't it? Madness.
And having sex with children behind the marriage. Which is not God. Which is not God. Your Allah is none other than Shaitan, the devil in disguise. Devil in disguise. Now believe Jesus Christ is the only way, the truth, and the life. No one can go to heaven unless you have faith and faith. Who is God and who is Savior of the world. what Messiah means. These big-head Muslims, they don't even know why Jesus Christ came as Messiah. They don't even know. These big-head Muslims, they only know how many times Muhammad had sex. That's all they know. Okay? When you ask what Messiah means, they don't know. When you ask why Jesus Christ came as Messiah, they have no idea. They said, Allah knows, your Allah is none other than Shaitan, the devil in disguise. Okay? So, dear friends, we love you all. We love you, those who are showing the 32 teeth. Those who are showing the 32 teeth, we love you all. And we want you to come out of the cult of Satan, which is Islam. It's not going to give you peace. It's not going to give you happiness. It's not going to save your soul. Only Jesus Christ as God in flesh. He alone as the Father Savior. Jesus Christ is coming again as King of Kings, Judge of the whole world, because Jesus Christ is God Almighty.
What language you go? What school you learn from?
So dear friends, open your brain. Your brain is clogged by the shit of Muhammad. Your brain is clogged by the shit of Muhammad. Come out of the filth of Muhammad and believe that pedophile man cannot save your life. When Muhammad was dying, he didn't know whether he's going to heaven or hell. That idiot, he didn't know where he's going. So my dear friends, a prophet who is sent by God always knows what his mission is and what he's coming to save the whole world. Let me take out my scripture again. So, dear friends, Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life. Jesus is the life and the resurrection. Jesus is God, Muhammad is fraud. Jesus is God, Muhammad is fraud. So, dear friends, repent and believe. Repent and believe in Jesus Christ as God, Savior. Jesus is the only way. Oh, dear friends, Jesus Christ is the only way to go to heaven. There is no other way. There is no other way. Muhammad is a sex-addict man, a pedophilia. Muhammad is a pedophilia, a child abuser, child sex-addict man. Muhammad is an idiot. Muhammad is an asshole. Muhammad is an asshole.
I have questions. Excuse me. I have questions.
Jesus is God. Muhammad is fraud.
You're fraud.
Jesus is God. Muhammad is fraud.
Hey, listen, you have questions.
No, I don't answer any questions. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life. Jesus, no prophet, no pedophile prophet was sent by our God. Our God is Yahweh, not Allah. Our God is Yahweh. And all the prophets in the Bible were holy, were righteous, were living a simple, humble life. But your pedophile Muhammad, he was living a wealthy, sick life and a terrorist life. Jesus is the way, the truth and the life. Jesus is the only way to go to heaven. There is no other way. Jesus is God, Muhammad is fraud. Your Allah of Islam is not the God of the Bible. Don't ever call your Allah the God of my God. Don't ever call. Don't ever call your Allah God of the Bible. Your shit Muhammad, he made another religion. That idiot Muhammad, the asshole of all kinds.
You're probably asshole. Hey.
Muhammad is an asshole. Muhammad is an asshole. Muhammad is an asshole. Jesus is coming again, my dear friends. On a serious note, believe in Jesus Christ and save your soul. Save your soul. There is no other way. There is no other way to go to heaven. Only through Jesus Christ, who only came down
Hello,
as
little
the
man.
plan of salvation for the sins of the whole world. That whosoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. Muhammad, that idiot, Muhammad the asshole, Muhammad the asshole, Muhammad the asshole, Muhammad the asshole, Muhammad is an asshole. Jesus is coming again only to judge the whole world. Jesus came only for the plan of salvation, for the sins of the whole world, that whosoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. Jesus, Muhammad is a fraud man who claimed himself self-claimed prophet, that idiot is not the prophet of the Bible. Muhammad is not, Muhammad is fraud. Muhammad is fraud.
Jesus is God.
Jesus
Muhammad
is the only way to go to heaven. There is no other way. So dear friends, we all are living in the end times of the world. It's time to search the one true loving God. There is only one God who has done the salvation plan on the cross. And Jesus Christ is coming again as judge of the whole world. So dear friends, believe in Jesus Christ and save your souls, that whosoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. So, dear friends, hello, hello brother.
So for those of you who are watching, Wilsey is in the house. Wilsey is in the house. So, Shanadi, I'm going to be coming back to you in a moment. So how are we keeping going? You're good?
Good. I'm very well. I'm very good.
So I'm coming back to you soon.
I'm very good. Jesus Christ, heaven plus eternal life. Muhammad and Allah, hellfire. Muhammad and Allah, hellfire. Hellfire.
Now that nobody listens to you, can you answer the question that I asked you, please?
I cannot answer.
Why don't you want to answer?
Because you people are having filthy mouth.
I didn't even insult you. I'm just trying
No,
to.
when I
Why not?
talk,
Why
you
not?
start talking about F word, I don't like it.
I didn't even
I don't
say
like-
one insult
Your
word.
Muslim mouth are full of F word, I don't like to
Why are you
chat.
talking about Muslims on my behalf? I'm asking you a question.
What?
Where did Jesus say he was God?
He said many times.
Where?
Do you know the Bible?
I don't know by heart the Bible. That's what I'm
Not
asking
the
you.
Bible, not the Bible.
Where? But where? Which
I
verse?
can show you.
I show.
Here. Take this one. Take this one nicely. Nicely. Only Jesus can give you eternal life, brothers and sisters. Come out of the filth Quran, filth Islam, and filthy Muhammad. Come out of it.
You say to us
and
that we have
save your
filthy mouths,
soul.
yeah?
And save your
saying to
soul
us that we
by
have filthy
believing
mouths.
in only one God who has done the salvation.
But you're telling that Muslims have a filthy mouth. What are you saying right now? Isn't it filthy?
There.
So now you're switching. What was before?
We can talk later. Don't worry, let me preach.
Coppers are here.
I will answer all Amen. Thank you, officer. Love you, officer. Thank you so much. Shut up now. Bilkul shut up. Keep quiet and do your job. खंजीर चुप कर खंजीर चुप कर आमेन अब खंजीर चुप करो खंजीर चुप करो Okay, dear friends, on a serious note, Jesus is the only way to go to heaven, not the heaven of Muhammad.
Hello,
Jesus is the
Father.
only way
Bing.
the truth and the life. Jesus is the first and the last. Jesus is the beginning and the end. Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega. Jesus is coming again as judge of the whole world. Muhammad, that idiot, is not the prophet of the Bible. That idiot is not the prophet of the Bible. Jesus is God. Muhammad is God. Muhammad the pedophile is
You're
God.
not going to get 70 words in that.
Jesus is the only way. We all are living in the end times of the world. We all are living in the end times. And God is coming soon to judge the whole world. Believe in Jesus Christ. Believe that He came only for the plan of salvation. And He's alive. And He's coming again as King of Kings, Judge of the whole world. Muhammad is a pedophile, a fraud man. So dear friends,
Oh, but then just like with the main
Jesus is God. Muhammad is fraud. Muhammad, that idiot, is a fraud man. Muhammad, the idiot, is a fraud man. Muhammad, the idiot, is a fraud man. That pedophile, that idiot, is a fraud man. Muhammad, the idiot, is a fraud man.
Her sign reads, Jesus Christ
Jesus
equals
is the
heaven
only way to go
and
to heaven.
eternal life.
There is no other way.
Muhammad and
Muhammad,
Allah
that idiot, he made another
equals
religion
hellfire.
in the name of religion. He was the notorious terrorist of all time. So dear friends, Muhammad, that idiot, he made another religion. But our God is Yahweh. Our God is Yahweh and no other God. Our God did not send that pedophile Muhammad as a prophet. No. Our God is not Allah. Our God is Yahweh. Yahweh of the Bible. No Allah, no Allah. Okay? Get your head clear out of that. Don't ever call my Jesus Christ your Isa, your filthy Quran. Don't ever call my Jesus Christ your Isa. Don't ever dare call my Jesus Christ the Isa of filthy Islam. We don't believe in that Isa. We don't believe in that Isa. Your Isa of Quran is made by that pedophile Muhammad. Your Isa is made by that pedophile Muhammad, not the Muhammad. So dear friends, believe in Jesus Christ. Jesus is God and Muhammad is fraud. Jesus is God, Muhammad is fraud. Okay, Muhammad never had shower. He was always busy in having sex. Muhammad never had shower. Muhammad never had shower. Without shower, he'll go from one woman to another woman. That's what Muhammad was doing. He never had sex. He never had shower after sex with another woman. Then he jumped into another woman. Then he jumped to have sex with a child. Then he jumped to have sex with another woman. So dear friends, Muhammad never had shower when he had sex. Dear friends, he says Muhammad had sex with his mother. That's what he's telling. He's with his mother. With his mother, Muhammad had sex with his mother. That's what he's saying. So dear friends, go give your mother to Muhammad. Go give your mother to that pedophile. So dear friends, Jesus is God, not a Muslim. Jesus is God, not a Muslim. Don't ever call my Jesus Christ your stupid, filthy Quran Isa. Don't ever call. Okay? If you want me to shut up, then tell that idiot to get up from the grave and write the right thing for Jesus Christ. So dear friends, we are not here for a joke. We are here to tell you we all are living in the end times and God's judgment is coming soon and that God is none other than Jesus Christ, Almighty God, everlasting Father and Prince of Peace. Your Allah, your Allah is Shaitan in disguise because Shaitan also wants to be worshipped like a god. So dear friends, there are many Muslims. I thank God that they are coming out of the filth Islam, filth Quran and filthy Muhammad. So dear friends, Believe that we are living in the end times and it's time to search that one true loving God who has done the salvation plan spiritually to save the mankind from sin, from eternal death and from Satan, Shaitan the devil. Your Allah is none other than Shaitan the devil in disguise. So dear friends, if you want me to explain you more, I can do that, but it's time to know the one true loving God, and that is none other than Jesus Christ, who is coming as judge of the whole world. Judge of the whole world is none other than Jesus Christ, who is King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and God of the heaven and the earth. We are all saved by Jesus Christ. Unless you believe in Jesus Christ, there is no salvation. The Jannah of Muhammad, the heaven of Muhammad, is a brothel area, it's a pedophile area. But our Jannah of Jesus Christ is holy, is righteous, and is beautiful. Beautiful. So dear friends, come out of the filth of Islam. Islam can only teach you sex, pedophilia, murder, rape, killing. So dear friends, Jesus is God, Muhammad is fraud. Yeah? If you want to save your soul, believe in Jesus Christ. There is no other way to go to heaven. Muhammad is a fraud, idiotic man who behind the religion made another religion. And Muhammad says in the Quran, Quran was only written in Arabic, but that idiot Muhammad said, you should not question Allah. You should not question Allah. That idiot, so that idiot could write anything he wanted, and he came out with filth Quran. That idiot told everyone not to question Allah, not to question Allah. But that idiot wrote anything, that Tom, Dick and Harry, he wrote anything he wanted and came up with filth Islam and filth Quran.
Another 5 minutes and I'll move on to the next speaker.
So, if you want to save your soul, believe that Jesus Christ literally came down as God in flesh, who came down only for the plan of salvation, for the sins of the whole world, that whosoever believes in Jesus Christ will not perish, but have eternal life. Jesus Christ is the first and the last. Jesus Christ is the Alpha and the Omega. Jesus Christ is the beginning and the end. Jesus Christ is the light of the world. Jesus Christ is that good shepherd. Jesus Christ is King of Kings, Almighty God, everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. Islam can only teach you rape, killing, sex with a child, and multiple wives. That's all Islam knows how to do. But dear friends, Jesus says in the Bible, Muhammad at the age of 56, Muhammad at the age of 56, Muhammad that idiot at the age of 56 had sex with a 9-year-old child. So is that holy? Is that the prophet of God? No. That prophet of God, Muhammad is not the prophet of Yahweh. Muhammad is the prophet, a pedophile prophet of Shaitan, who is called Allah in Islam.
Question.
Yeah, wear your glasses.
Give me a shot. No question for you. No question. Muhammad is the biggest loser.
Shut up!
Muhammad is the father of lies.
Shut up!
Muhammad is the biggest loser. The loser at the age of 56 had sex with a 9-year-old child. And in England we call that man as a pedophile. So dear friends, on a serious note, believe that Jesus Christ, He came down only for the plan of salvation. Salvation means somebody saving you from sin, from eternal death and from Satan. We all have broken God's divine law. and that needs atonement of sin. And that's what Jesus Christ has done on the cross. He was crucified, he was resurrected the third day, and he lived among people for 40 days before going back to heaven. But that pedophile Muhammad, he lied about my Jesus Christ in that filthy Quran. In that filthy Quran, he lied. So dear friends, Jesus is God and Muhammad is fraud. Jesus is God, Muhammad is fraud.
On that note, let's move to the next speaker.
I am going to debunk everything.
Jesus is God.
You can't speak that. They talk, but they don't prove. We're not trying to prove.
But ladies and gentlemen, the problem is he can do it. That's the problem. He can do it. As a Christian, I can only have one life.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
But according to Sheikh on YouTube, and also hang on. Thank you, I'm going to carry on. He's not allowed to speak against that. Don't speak against him. So you mustn't criticize him. Gives his fatwa in the books of fiqh about whether in Islamic jurisprudence it is halal for a Muslim to have a secret, adulterous second marriage. And this is what he said. Sheikh Ibn Jamil was asked, is it essential for a marriage to be valid that a man should inform the woman he wants to marry that he is married to another one? If he is not asked about that, are there any consequences if he denies it if he is asked? Listen to what the ulama say. The man is not obliged to tell the woman or her family that he is married if they do not ask him. In other words, according to Muslim scholars, Muslim men can have secret marriages.
That's all lies! That's lies! Lies!
The lies of the devil. He's right. They are the lies of the devil, and if you follow the lies of the devil, those lies will take you to hell.
Bible is lies!
Because those lies, ladies and gentlemen, will take you to hell. Because this is the deen of Shaitan. It is not the deen of God.
Amen. First of all, you just quoted one member of the ulama. Yeah? I don't know how many other ulama spoke that point. Okay, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything to me. Okay, but one thing that you did say is that this is the deen of Shaitan. This is the deen of the devil. In all of our Abrahamic faiths, the worst sin that one can commit is shirk. The worst sin that one can commit is to associate partners with the one true Tawhidic monotheistic God of Abraham. Yeah. So for you to worship a man, for you to worship a man, and then for you to say that we are the deen of Shaitan, when you worship a finite, mortal member of creation, a blessed one, I'll give him that, a blessed one, but a member of creation.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear. I will debate him on shirk if he wants to debate on shirk. But the question is about secret marriages. Let's just think about why secret marriages are المصاري بالسلاح كيف ما بدك، بس احنا بنحكي على دولة
according to the Bible.
And believe in the God is love. God is love. God is nothing else.
Are you going to stop anytime? That's what she's saying.
So what do they charge you with?
Got Willsy here, Resistance GB on YouTube.
When was this? This was basically how long ago? You don't know. So when you should know all this by heart. 2.5 years ago.
The 20th of July 2021.
So nearly 2 years ago. So after you were charged, the case eventually come up with magistrates court. How did you know what officers were you given when you were at magistrates?
They offered, you know, they go with the magistrate and they'll go easy on you. You can't come back to the sentence.
So we'll be back.
8 years old girl died on her wedding night. So 8 years old girl died on her wedding night.
Come on, like.
Together. We don't need a council. Show them the law.
That's why I say
Guess what? It is, but
Hello, Agent X.
the fact that some random person on the internet avoids your employer is wrong. It's a big problem online. People online against themselves. That's the issue. Let's all.
But how is that listening to what you're doing?
Like when I answered this young woman's question, Adolf Hitler banished political dissidents. He not just ignored them, which is some shit. So not me to answer. No, this is my speech on cancel culture. But Adolf Hitler banished them when he was young. It's the equivalent. I see indisputable parallels between the tactics of banishing political dissidents and silencing them, or simply speaking out against the conformity today. And for speaking out against it.
Don't interrupt me. He banned people for their sex or like things like that. But then how is that different than what someone said? And he
Adolf Hitler banished people for speaking out. We're banishing people for speaking out. I see industry. Because if you're banishing people, it's a parallel. Yes, Josh.
I'm trying to answer a question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, you're not allowed to answer her question. It's not yours.
I got coffee.
Thank you.
No, as in Nazi Germany, people were being banished for speaking out against the government, for speaking out against the conformity and the groupthink of Nazi Germany. Nowadays, people are being banished for the same thing. Yeah.
they were saying the people who were speaking out against the office.
Absolutely not.
You don't think they were wrong?
But there are many things today that aren't wrong, and people are getting canceled.
The people are talking too much, so it's good to turn them off. Really,
But to cancel them, we need to keep this dialogue going. Yeah.
What dialogue?
Imagine if you came up here today and you gave a speech and Alex didn't like it, and suddenly you're just canceled. Imagine if you don't like my speech and suddenly you're just canceled.
Talking about different things, mate. Talking about something else.
What's that?
Talking about something else, mate. You're not talking about the West right now. You're talking about free speech. You've got to keep this on topic.
mistake I made when I was younger. I agree with you, because think about like every single mistake you make when you're younger. Like, your brain's not fully developed. You might say something wrong, you didn't know was wrong at the time.
Where I draw the line is with violence. If you call for violence against somebody, that's where I draw the line, and that's where you can be effective.
Tell that to former President Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump to you. He's the best president America had. Since Richard Nixon when I was 11 years old. Ricky Dickey.
I say we all stand together, especially you, Alex.
He's the American
all
dream.
come together to cancel the cancel culture.
Because he's not
and
a
the poison that
politician.
is cancel culture.
He's touching on the soul of America. Absolutely not part of the squad. No, you can't. Maybe when they finish, if we have time. Once we're done, we'll probably take these.
I didn't know what was going on.
I'm surprised. I didn't expect that. Can you make a joke? Don't be offended. You look like a goddamn Native American, man. Kicked our asses for 76.
Well, I'm standing here today telling y'all, or, well, helping y'all realize what is going on in the world.
America's not the world.
I know, America's not the world. It's
space.
Yes. I'm speaking here as an American, as a conservative American, as a Southern Baptist American, to show a different perspective of what is being shown all around us today currently. As y'all can tell, there's a lot of heat going on around in the world, a lot of war, and as it appears to be, the end of times is coming. The second, the end of times is here. The signs are all around us. I know you've seen the news, if you look at the weather. I mean, global warming, man, inflicted most of that.
We need more global.
It was actually warmer yesterday.
I mean, I went to a vineyard yesterday that wouldn't have been as prosperous as it would have been 100 years ago because of global warming.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So we have like the state of Israel, and a lot of Christian Zionists believe that with the state of Israel, it's the beginning of the end times. So do you believe that if we ourselves create a state for the sole purpose of creating the end times, is that really even a prophecy, or are we just causing this ourselves? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this gentleman over here is basically talking about, are we ourselves instigating this prophecy of the end times by what's happening in Israel? I mean, in the Bible it does say that all of his people, all the Jews will come home and will be led by, or guided by.
In the Holy Quran.
Exactly, like other, and if we look today, like the Jews in Ukraine are being sent to Israel, and then like the climate over there in general, if we talk about like last night, about how Iran has even retaliated about one of the things that they've recently done, and just like the whole
government supported the Iranian regime in its war against Saddam Hussein in 1980s. Reagan was president.
Hello, Lewis.
Under the Trump man, all of them. 12,000 missiles secretly to Iran. Are you willing to give your vote?
I know, it's crazy. I mean, wars among us. I'm talking about the end of time.
So what we should do?
Because war and rumors of war is coming. We've got famine. Yes, rumors. I'm saying about what happened is part of that. It's factual. Yes. It was yes, sir. I'm saying that there are other rumors as well. There's speculation. Okay.
Holy Bible, boy.
I mean, there's a lot of news that are reporting this. I was watching it a little bit live. Well, I mean, not only that war and rumors of war is happening, what happened on April the 8th? A solar eclipse. It is prophesied in the Bible that Yes, thank you for in the Bible.
Civil War will start in Texas. Texas as well.
Okay,
He's from Texas.
Joel.
Yeah. You're going to fight
Chapter
against that.
2.
He's going to fight against the United States of America.
It says that the sun will turn black and that the moon.
Do you think it's going to happen?
What is on the moon right now? Rust. We just found that rust is on the moon. Isn't this concerning to y'all? The word rust, the scientific word in advertising.
What can we do to make this better?
Blood. So therefore we have the proof that there is blood on the moon right now. And then we take a look at...
It sounds like some hippie stuff.
Listen, Al-Gaib!
the word
Convert?
it's so symbolic.
My God.
Some idiot from the American diving dolphin. You have to do it. It wasn't there in 17th century.
Well, how do you know that you're breathing? There's air, right? You can't see air, but you know that there's air because you're pumping it in your lungs. So along with global warming that is this man-made, yes, man-made,
Woman-made.
man-made,
You like talk technology.
so we've got global warming, we've got famine, and if you look over a period of time, or famine and
Global warming and it feels refusing to buy Chinese electric cars.
All we buy is the CCP.
I'm mind blown. I'm getting. If I talk shit about China, man, that's
and
gonna
that air quality is absolutely terrible. Why? It's because we are harming the earth. And then also with China, what has to go along with confidence and like the fear of religion in general. Like these are big things that we need to be paying attention to. I mean, thousands of people are being persecuted and thrown in these camps for being religious. And like
Guantanamo Bay.
But they was not Christians, so you shouldn't worry about them. They was atheists, some Buddhists.
I mean, all people matter. God is love. And God's going to come back.
Nobody's going to send us to hell.
No, we send ourselves to hell.
Why is there war? Why is there war? Just wants your money. God is love.
If God exists, why bad things happen?
Well, because there's free will. There's free will. It's not too late. I mean, everything can be reversible, but the way that everything is going is pushing towards one end point, which is that the end is near.
But how is you saying the end is near now? Any different
This is
countries
fair
past
mongering.
20 million people have made that
Okay,
Why, Jordan Maxwell, a great Catholic rebel from Florida. Check out the great Jordan Maxwell. I've got the book at home, a list of when Christians said it's coming to an end. It's all fear.
So only God will know. No man will know when the time is, but God will give us signs for when the time is. I mean, if we look at, for example, CERN. Who is CERN?
Oh, you mean the something provider?
Like they,
Large Hydra.
they're innovators. They created the World Wide Web. What is www in Hebrew mean? 666. These are signs. Also, CERN also.
Did you stop using the internet? Did you stop using the
No, we still use the internet because that's also one of the signs that the end is near. The increase of information, the increase of knowledge out in the world. I mean, Satan wants us to be fighting.
Satan's cool.
Yeah, but there is a problem though, because throughout time, throughout history, there have been multiple prophecies. I mean, with like Muhammad, for example, one of the hadiths, he said that one of his companions said, when will the world end? So he looked towards the boy, and he said, until this boy grows older, the world will end.
Are you streaming this?
Yeah.
Was it on YouTube?
600, and of course the world's still here. And this is the thing, I understand that you can... Anyone can look at any of this stuff. If you look at like Revelation and stuff like that.
Are you gonna upload it
You
later?
can always
It's live now.
Okay, but so can I watch it later too?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it's really that useful to even like worry about it.
You just Google
I'm a Christian myself. And for example, I prefer not
I want to see myself in the background.
it's something
I don't think I've ever been on YouTube before.
It's more that I can look at these texts and I can like pretty much like interpret it any way I want. And as such, I can preach what my message is. Stuff like that. Like I can say, for example, with the 666 and the Mark of the Beast, I would argue that's probably something to do with like Catholic society. But you see what I mean? That's my own interpretation. So.
Okay, so basically what this gentleman over here is saying, how man is like creating or these perceptions of what we think is going to be the end of time. Well, like he mentioned about the little boy over 600 years ago, once he grows up, that's the end of time. Well, I mean, we're man. We are not God. We don't know.
That's wrong.
But we are.
Believe you're in touch with the Creator is cooking.
You know, at the end of the time, there will be better times.
Yes, he's right.
Should be happy anyway.
Have a big party.
Unless, you know,
You're not Christian.
you're not Christian.
We should end the time quickly so we can have the new time.
Follow other religions.
Yes.
Other persons.
Who's going to go to hell?
But so what I was trying to say and what he was trying to say.
George W. Burning Bush.
The burning bush. Yeah. So man does not know when the end of time is. Only God does. And but God gave us the signs to look for these things. So for example, you know, World War II happened, World War I, all the other previous wars. Yeah. The Holocaust, the persecution of the Jews. And like these are in the Bible of facts that are gonna happen. They're very symbolic. Yeah, they're very symbolic. And with all the Jews coming home, that's one of the signs that the second coming is going to happen and the end is going to happen.
So tell them Jesus is only Savior. Believing Jesus, give us all our sins. At the end of the day.
The search for happiness and meaning of life is clouding your mind from the one thing that's actually important in life.
God.
No, something even more important.
Happiness.
70% of adults in the UK play the lottery. As we all know, y'all are never going to win the lottery, but why do we do such a thing? Financial security. Right? What? Hope. Hope for more of one thing. What is the very thing that provides our health, provides healthy lifestyles, provides the food, provides the clothes on our backs, your shelter, everything. Gifts for your loved ones, everything. The one thing that truly matters, which is money. That is all that matters. And this might be funny. We're looking for things such as love, happiness, all sorts of things. I wish that the power of love and the power of friendship provided food and shelter, but it doesn't. Sadly, it does not. It only comes from money. I want you to think right now about your greatest problem. What is your biggest problem at this current moment? Now I want you to imagine me coming to you with a duffel bag of 1 million pounds. And now imagine what that problem looks like now. Imagine the weight lifted off your shoulder, the no more stress, the clarity of your mind.
And I also need to know what the hell am I going to do with this 1 million pounds?
Name one problem that wouldn't help, that wouldn't alleviate. Homework. You can pay somebody to do your homework. Money. There is no.
Money is the source of all evil.
No, it's not.
And all good.
That's the wrong teaching. We're all here because of money. We've got clothes on, which costs money. We've got transport.
Beautiful. There's three major things that money factor to that are extremely important. Number one, happiness. Oh, everyone says I'm looking for happiness. This crazy thing of happiness.
You talked about the lottery. Anyone who wins the lottery, they did lots of programs on it. They're deeply unhappy.
After 1 year.
Taxes.
They didn't earn that money. Never earned that money. There's a difference. They spent it in the wrong way. They spent it in the wrong way. I'll get into that as well. Happiness. Salary and happiness actually correlate. It is a fact. It has been studied. There is statistical evidence. There's statistical evidence that money and that salary and happiness go up together.
That's because the people who are making that analysis are rich bastards.
Yeah, no, people who need to make a certain amount of money so they can have the ordinary way of life, after which they're no longer.
And what is that? That is happiness. That is money. The more money you have, with the lack of money, one of its most important things providing happiness is actually preventing happy things.
Minimum wage makes people.
And what is minimum wage? It is giving money. That is pay. That is a salary. Yes, yes. If you have salary, that would be perfect. More currency. The more currency you have, that would be better. You would be able to buy more things. More.
Gold diggers.
That's spending your money on the wrong thing. Get into that as well. I'll get into that as well. Happiness.
Money
Not only
doesn't
does
work.
not only does money make you more happy, it prevents unhappy things.
What do you say to lawyers who are drowning in work with no family? They don't have, there's no point in getting money.
They will have
Drowning in work.
the money in the future. That money they'll be able to spend that in the future. They're spending their money the incorrect. They're spending it in the incorrect way. Another way. One of the large. I'd rather have money. Money can buy love.
Money or God?
Money can buy more things.
Tanner,
Better.
money or God?
Money or God? Money provides a lot of things. Many churches, many priests will actually ask for your money.
Catholic Church.
Supporting church. If you're a God-fearing man, the more money you have, the better you can preach the word, the more people you can reach, the more you are helping out God by having more money. Not talking about soul to the devil. I'm spreading the word of God. It would by having more money, by giving more money, by donating more money to the church. What God be talking about? Just the importance of money. Not saying money is a God. I'm saying money is the most important thing. We're focused too much on the meaning of life. Being dragged down. Anxiety and depression, one of the largest causes of financial stress. We're focused on finding meaning. We're so focused on finding happiness in life. We're not focusing on making the money the very thing that statistical evidence proves will make you happy.
Are we right to do that?
You're very right to follow money, to focus on money.
The difference between
It's one of the largest factors.
the difference between like having a sufficient amount of money and that desire aspect creates suffering. If you have a bunch of money, like if you're constantly giving yourself,
Yes, you're right. He's right about
desire
it.
eats away at your soul. Because you're constantly
It is a fact that over 10 million, once you make 10 million in pounds, the amount of money counts less for how much happiness. It goes up to a certain point to 10 million pounds. Now, am I saying you should be reaching for $1 billion? Do your best, but the idea is. I don't know these personal anecdotes. I don't know these personal anecdotes. You can name the people. I wish if they were here right now, that would be great. But I can't speak to them. But I will speak to.
Mercury, the leader and singer of Queen, said he was only truly happy singing on stage. He was a great singer.
Memorable experiences.
He said he was one of the last things he said before he died.
Money spent.
Being on stage was where it was.
I think there's like a swing spot. I think there's a swing spot between like having enough to like survive and be happy.
It's not 10 million either. How come people who are
Once you go past that threshold,
to get another 10?
That's greed. Greed is human nature. There's no getting rid of greed. It's been a very thing since before. Yes, greed is human nature.
No, it isn't. You're wrong.
And
You're
it's
wrong.
money not the very solid symbol of greed. You're preaching greed.
When animals with two dogs go to a dog bowl,
better
when
than
two
humans.
dogs go to a dog bowl, they'll fight over each other.
Not necessarily.
They'll fight.
with
One will
dogs.
eat more than their basic
No,
necessity.
you're wrong.
Yes, they will.
Every Sunday I stop my taxi, stop earning money. I come here to find knowledge. So knowledge makes me more happy.
Knowledge makes you more happy. What give you the ability to come here? The job. You now have time to come over here to have knowledge. Education costs money, much like health. Health is another major factor.
Does money reflect someone's worth?
Yes. It does not reflect someone's worth. It reflects oftentimes it reflects someone's happiness based on how much they spend.
What about their work ethics?
Material possessions.
Middle classes are getting taken out in Western culture like never before because of technology. And competition from China.
Technology is completely different than money.
You're a missionary. You are
If you have religion over all, it's not greed. It's not greed.
What is it then?
It's the positives that come along with money, the happiness it brings you. Number two, the health it brings you. In England, the male life expectancy of somebody in an impoverished area is 52.
The average is about 72.
It's 52.3 years
And
in
the American
impoverished
working
areas.
class are just as worse off.
In impoverished areas. In wealthy areas, that goes up by nearly 20 years to 70.3 years. Not having money. Having money, these wealthy people having money
14,000 Americans shoot each other every
is
year.
extending their lives. It's extending
Get the
their
fuck
lives.
out of here, man!
And what does that happen?
That's America.
What does it happen
Gun.
in impoverished communities? The lack of money, the lack of wealth.
Shoot
Earning more money sometimes,
Shoot one
by
another.
10 cents money.
Yes, financial struggles is what brings you struggle. But when you make that money, those financial struggles go away. It's the largest cause of depression and anxiety.
Donald Trump's got the ability of making money when he lost money.
Just how happy those people are.
Yes.
A lot of them will find happiness in other.
Exactly.
You want to see human happiness?
Yes.
Go to
Where
the
the
poorest
poor
places on earth. That's what you do.
In our society,
Go to Manhattan.
in the society we live in right here, that is not the case. Obviously, you can say in a communist society, the value of currency means nothing. The value of a conspiracy means nothing. Because that's not the point. That doesn't provide happiness. That is what provides everything. But here, in the UK, in America as well, money is what provides these basic necessities. Health,
And organised religion.
Actually extends our life. Organized religion.
Yes.
Those will happen. Those have happened in all of human society. Corruption is not something.
So, for example, Western colonisation, that was spurred into
Yes.
that spice was used because it was a wealthy substance.
That's right. It was worth a lot.
Out of the pursuit of profit, this sort of stuff happens. So it's not necessarily.
He's very correct about that.
What he was talking about is the greed of colonization.
It's not seen as greed. Explorers were brave, you know.
That way of going after profit for colonization.
Getting on a boat and sailing around to India was risking your life.
But that was very different. That is a very different. When he's talking about the negatives involving colonization, that is a much different. That is more of a question of ethics. That's not a question of money. I'm not saying go out to I'm not saying take money out of the people's pockets around you. I should rob all of you. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the pursuit of money is merely making you with that money is making you a happier person at the expense of something. Obviously, that would pay for my lunch and make me a lot happier.
How many of you have ever used ChatGPT? That's fine. So you're acting. I guess it's an experiment. I've used if you use ChatGPT, you're actually supporting an industry that supports or barely pays its workers.
You mean the robots aren't getting the proper way?
No, there's actually a lot of people behind how ChatGPT works. For ChatGPT to be at the point it is now, it had to go through a whole process of editing. Originally,
I like TikTok. It's good. Chinese corporation.
Originally, when ChatGPT was first released, it was
Yeah, they were taking stuff from all over the internet.
Yes, it was taking stuff from all over the internet, and it was taking from the darkest recesses.
AI.
It was it found porn sites, and it was
Literally was taking everything there was.
Yes, there was good stuff on the internet, but it was taking the awful stuff as well. So, to fix that problem, they OpenAI, which is a company that basically owns ChatGPT, had to outsource people in Kenya, a company called Sama, to have people filter through all the bad things out on the internet so that
creating jobs.
It wouldn't produce what people ask ChatGPT questions.
Getting rid of all the dirty stuff, the dark stuff, the wrong stuff.
Yes. So people were being paid only about the equivalent of £1.61 here.
Where?
In Kenya because it was being outsourced because it gave OpenAI deniable plausibility so that when people finally found out how unethical it was, that they could deny, oh, it was all the way over in Kenya, we didn't know, it's not our fault, we didn't know these people were barely getting paid, we didn't know that the mental health therapists that they needed because they were busy sifting through the darkest recesses of the internet. They were watching violent. They were looking at they were watching videos of violent crime. They had to read through pornography. They had to read through all the hate speech that you can find on social media.
I mean, they were doing a service for mankind. They were cleaning up the act. They were cleaning up the act.
But if we didn't have ChatGPT, we wouldn't need it to hire people to do this job. And yes, it was providing jobs, but a better solution would be actually paying people a decent wage because ChatGPT is going to possibly take, or artificial intelligence is going to take away 75 to 80% of jobs, then those are all jobs that people could have had where they could have been being paid properly. But ChatGPT and the artificial intelligence is taking it away.
This is the way it's been going with technology all the time. It's not jobs are being taken, they're changing. People have new jobs, different things they're doing, like sifting through the internet now. That's a whole new job created by artificial intelligence.
And yes, these new jobs are being produced, but for people to get these jobs, they need to be paid. They need to be paid well enough to even be able to get an education, so that they don't have to work for a computer.
But I mean, look, artificial intelligence seems to be the way of the future. You're not going to be able to stop it. So the least we can do is try to clean it up a little and make it as harmless as possible. So
do you want us to stop using ChatGPT? Do you want us to stop it?
Yes.
You do?
I love ChatGPT though.
But it helps you learn.
But is it because it's really
you not have
taking
to
people's
research?
It's not coming up with its own ideas. And I know you're going to say it's artificial consciousness, not artificial intelligence. But again, I've said that artificial consciousness is just the next step after artificial intelligence, not a separate thing.
Yeah, and then what happens? Then the robots begin to run the world, and things get cleaned up. They'll do it better than we, surely. I mean, they couldn't do a worse job.
The whole industry, our clothes they made in Far East with handmade labor.
It's typical, exactly. The fashion market's the very same. You want us to check off
on we should fight for workers' rights. We can fight for workers' rights. But not stopping against it.
You can just bring it to an end. What is it that you really do you like artificial intelligence?
AI, I don't know.
You don't?
I don't, because people are barely learning anything from it. You fully rely on artificial intelligence for all your tests and homework. You're not learning anything yourself. I don't want him to be my dentist.
No, I wouldn't either.
What about your surgeon?
Okay. Okay, go, Stella.
Attention, please. I have an important announcement to make. Recently, pizza is declared as the greatest human invention of all time.
Yeah, yummy.
Yeah, pizza. So forget about electricity, forget about the bill, because it's all about that glorious, cheesy, delicious pizza.
Yummy, I'm hungry.
It's all about pizza.
Yeah, Papa John.
Well, did that catch you off guard? I bet it did. Now imagine encountering something like this throughout your day, every single day, over and over again. It would be so annoying, right? Well, unfortunately, this is how people feel when they get bombarded by religious street preaching here in our city, London. Now, let's make one thing clear. I have no issues
with people discussing religion. There is a guy over there, and he's discussing religion, and he's giving Quran. And I think that's a very peaceful way of doing that, and I respect that. But the problem arises when those preachers use loudspeakers and microphones, and they scream out loud their message over and over again, hours, every single day. And you know what? Religious street preachers target the most crowded areas in London, for example, in front of tube stations.
They want to spread the good news.
Should we ban them?
I want to talk about that. I'm coming to my solution for that. So my problem is, I'm saying I respect your freedom of speech, but I respect my right to choose what I want to listen. If I don't want to listen to you, don't make me
Put
listen
in your
to you.
headphones.
No, I don't have to put on my headphones.
Just walk away.
No, I can't, because they're using loud speakers. What I'm saying is, my solution is, if you're gonna do this in front of tube stations, very crowded areas, I think people should use their own voices just like this. They shouldn't scream out loud with microphones saying the same thing over and over again. Because
what's your message? What is your message?
My message is, I'm just saying, if you're going to do this in a crowded space like tube stations, I suggest not using microphones and loudspeakers, because I'm saying
but they want to be heard. They want to be heard. They want to be heard.
But I don't want to listen to them.
Well, then put your earplugs in or go away. You have the right to leave.
No, I should be.
You don't have. You have the right to stop free speech. You have a right to.
You expect that that's a public area, right? Tube stations.
Yeah.
So I should have my freedom to choose what I want to listen to.
Well, you do. You can leave.
No, I can't.
No voice.
It's so loud.
No microphone.
And they're letting them do this just because it's about religion. If I go out on a tube station and scream out loud with a microphone, pizza is the glorious blah blah.
You get an audience.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me do that because it's so stupid.
Couldn't you argue you chose to go to a public space and you're choosing to...
No, I have to use...
Tube station, it really is only on
Exactly. It's only a free section.
In tube stations, in those crowded areas, there are thousands of people.
Bible Belt. Have you been to the Bible Belt? Why is it called the Bible Belt? Sounds a bit Christian to me. Clever, isn't it?
I don't know about that. So,
How would you regulate it?
okay, my solution is, if they really want to use loudspeakers, and they can because it's their freedom, it's their right, then I suggest doing that in less crowded places, not like tube stations.
Well, there ain't no
But again,
people.
how do you
They're
regulate
trying to
that?
convert.
Sorry?
They're trying to convert. Same as the
How are you going to achieve getting your views heard if you're going to do it in a less crowded area?
They want to get their message. Why you don't open your heart and accept the good news?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Tolerance, patience, kindness, love, understanding.
Okay, as we all know, religion should be welcoming, right? It should be friendly. And what that guy is doing, I really respect him because he's answering their questions and he's not shouting out loud with a microphone, disturbing other people. And all they want.
Microphone is not permitted in this area. You're shouting out. It's not permitted microphone.
Because this is a public area. This is to give speeches. There are thousands of people doing that.
The issue with that is regulating it, because if you were to say, yeah, you can't use loudspeakers on this, how do you enforce it? With laws. But then if you start laws with that, it opens a new can of worms. How loud is too loud before you get arrested? And what space is safe to do so before you're not safe? You know what I mean? There's an issue.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So a lot of cities and countries, they already have regulations and laws about public noise and noise. So what I'm suggesting is just implementing this.
I think you got sensitive hearing. I think you got sensitive hearing. You know,
no, I don't.
Your ears when you listen.
Believe me, you would get annoyed too if I use a. Okay, my whole point is Sorry.
What if your crowd got bigger? Would it be too big?
What if your crowd got bigger?
You need to use a microphone to get to them.
But that's not the case. My crowd is bigger. That's why I'm screaming
out loud right now, but they're screaming out loud every single day.
But then you had a little mark all around you, big billboards. I mean, really, I go into the public space and I am being abused and used and exploited by these advertising just for money. And suddenly some man or woman stands at the tube station and they want me to have eternal life and they don't charge me any money and you won't listen to them, but you put up with the rest.
That's a good point. You're talking about labels, right? So I can choose not to look at those labels. I can avoid that, but I cannot avoid a loud noise. And it's like, let's think about this as a YouTube video. If that speech preaching was a YouTube video, I can choose not to click on it and I can avoid it. But because they're doing that in a public space, there is no other chance but to listen to them.
Sign is in public space, you can't avoid it because it's in front of you.
You know the people, the Hare Krishna people who dance down Oxford Street? You know, have you seen them? You know, they're quite close to where you are. That's one of the nicest things that happens on Oxford Street. I mean, they sing, they dance, they play their drums. I mean, they bring a little bit of village real life to the heart of London.
You're acting like the noise police. You're the noise police.
Yeah, you're a killjoy. You're like one of those people who come and disturb the party.
Sorry?
The religious thing is spreading?
No, it's just a compass. It's
Keeps getting lost.
So you don't want the message of the Lord to be spread. You want to stop.
I didn't say anything like that. I said I respect that people are discussing religion, and I think this is a good thing. Like they're doing that. I'm just saying.
Just have to do it quietly.
Why do I respect that? That's another thing. But why would I not respect that? Because it's a freedom of speech, right? I think people can speak about anything, and what we're doing is literally that. So, I mean,
if I'm standing on the street speaking about Harvey,
I'm just saying I get so disturbed when they use microphones. That's my point.
If they do it in other places, then they're just quietly telling
That's not what I'm talking right now, but if they do a hate speech, I mean, I can avoid that. All my point is, don't make me listen to you. If I don't want to listen to you, do not use your microphone in a tube station. Do that in another area, because that's not welcoming also. That disturbs people, and you don't give your message with that. You shouldn't do that.
But there is a regulation in London. The churches, the mosques, they can't be loud. There is certain regulation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And this
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. She got
water bottles.
You don't need that.
She does need it.
Okay. How many of you love art?
Yeah.
Think about your favorite artist. Anyone have any names?
Kanye West.
Vincent van Gogh.
Notice, I bet none of you thought of modern art. Why? Because it's horrible.
It sucks.
Amy Winehouse.
No, I'm talking about visual art specifically, not music. Why? Because modern art is horrible.
Yes.
And money laundering is causing the deterioration of the modern art world. When I say historical art, what comes to mind? The Mona Lisa, Starry Night, the Sistine Chapel, right? These paintings all took detail, skill, long effort to create this. Not a random person could paint these things off the street. Yet when I say modern art, think about what comes to mind. A banana taped to a wall, plain paintings with solid colors of blocks, shapes. You guys could all make those.
Graffiti.
I could make that. Toddlers, children. There is a 2-year-old who's selling their artwork in New York City right now, and it's selling for $2,000.
He's an entrepreneur. She's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So it's a good New Yorker.
But this art takes no effort to create. Anyone could do it.
oh wow.
And it's being sold for millions and millions of dollars. One example, there's an artwork titled Untitled by this artist Twombly. It is a blank canvas with a red scribble on it. It sold for $46 million.
Yeah, but if people want it, if someone's going to pay it, then it has that
Stock
value.
market is how it goes.
How is it causing money laundering?
It's a free market.
I will get, so here's how I'm going to connect this to money laundering. So there's all of this art, that's some art that any one of us could make. We could all paint a red scribble, but it sells for $46 million, right? Well, currently, a few years ago, back in 2018, there was a British art dealer by the name Matthew Green, and he was caught laundering $9 million under Picasso. We all know who Picasso is, right? So, Pablo Picasso, pretty famous artist. His art, though it's been criticized by people, it's not something anyone could come up with, okay? It's not just a stripe of color on a canvas. And he was caught trying to sell this art for $9 million. But then this person over here, who created a scribble on a canvas, sold theirs for $46 million.
Better censorship.
It's a class. I'm saying that the money isn't adding up, okay? That art is now being created specifically to launder money.
Look, investors need products to buy. They need to be able to, invest and spend their money, and they've chosen art as an easy way. So you can't really say it's money laundering. It's just a way of investing and making
anything can be.
Yeah, but the problem is this art doesn't take any effort or skill to create.
But are you an artist? No.
So why is costing that amount of money? Why is it costing?
Why is
you don't know? Maybe they know. The one who paid knows.
That's why I'm saying. Is money being laundered through this art?
Okay, there's a piece of modern art. It's not that modern anymore. Maybe 100 years ago, where a guy took a canvas, blank, cut it, put it on show. Yeah. Now, he wasn't professing that had any particular technical skill. What he was professing was that he was showing you a different way of looking at reality by drawing your attention to the canvas itself for a minute, and that's a useful psychological insight. Now, so I'm in favour of that. I think it's a good piece of art. What I'm not in favour of is when then 50 different people copy that easy technique and they make a chunk of money. And I'm also not in favour of him charging $200 million for it.
Exactly.
I think he should charge something proportional, but as a piece of art in and of itself, it can have merit.
I completely agree.
Thank you.
There's another example, an artist by Yves Klein. His artwork is in the Tate Modern. He painted a solid blue canvas. Anyone could paint this solid blue canvas, okay? And you know what it says on the description in the museum? It says that this painting is associated with immaterial value. Guess how much it sold for? $9 million. Last I checked, putting a price on something makes it materially valued. So, you can't go and say your artwork represents immaterial value and then have it sold for $9 million.
I think you're making a better critique of free market capitalism than you are of modern art. So.
But how are the artists to live? I mean, are you depriving artists of, selling their work? Like, as this man said, it can be simple but still ingenious and original and change our entire way of thinking. And surely that has to be rewarded. Like, surely we have to, sort of say, this is special, that's revolutionary, that deserves the money. Even though it's a red squiggle. It's a red squiggle that makes me feel something I've never felt before. Like stupid.
I hope maybe it does make you feel something. Great. Please go tell the world. Please let everyone else know, because I personally don't see the merit in a red squiggle on a painting. But
you're an American. If I can make 40 million with a red squiggle, I mean, should you not be giving me an Oscar for God's sake?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Go sell your art for $46 million. But my question is that $46 million coming from laundering money?
Sure, maybe, but then again, so laundering money uses all sorts of businesses.
Oh, it's been going on in the art world for years. Corruption and embezzlement, hiding of the origins of money. It doesn't just include modern art. However, I'm saying that now, in this day and age, that I believe the quality of art is being deteriorated because of money laundering, inflating the art market. And that's why these paintings that are simply worthless.
But I mean, our society is different from Rembrandt.
For so much money.
We don't appreciate that sort of art anymore. We're not going to train and try, that's a particular art belonging to its time. We have our time, and this modern art is representing us. It's who we are
not
now.
all of it. Most of it's garbage. Sorry, I agree with you. I think most of it is garbage, and it's easy to just chug out.
Yeah.
But I don't want to
How much is she paying you?
We disagree. I think there are diamonds within that mug. You want to be aware of the creative bit. That if it was claiming it was skillful, when Damien Hirst puts a bunch of jars of pills on a thing, he's not claiming any skill.
You're telling me Tracy Emin's bed. Now tell me about
her tent. Or her
bed.
No, I agree with you.
Do you like her bed? Have you been in her bed?
Look, hang on. I think Tracy. Hang on. I didn't sit on it. I think her revealing her bed as it was without doing the laundry in a natural state is an interesting, potentially interesting sharing of her life. And if she wants to charge me £1,000 for it, great. But if she wants to charge me £200,000 for it, I think she's a capitalist bitch. She's taking the piss, right? So it's a matter of proportional remuneration.
Then? Is that what you are?
No, absolutely not. See, my solution to this, Britain has already has implemented measures such as the anti-money laundering laws. Most recently, one has been enacted in 2023, and these include due diligence, making sure that you know who the buyer is and who's being sold to this art, and also any art being sold over £8,500, they have to do a background check on the individual or the company that's buying it. I think they're doing the best they can under our knowledge of how money's laundered and the technology we have. However, I think the only way to solve the problem would be to have government regulated art, and obviously that's not possible.
Or a good idea.
Richie Sunak, what sort of government would that look like? It would look like a big communist flag or something.
Exactly. It's not possible in our society. It's not a feasible way for people to earn an income, okay, if the government decided how much art is worth. And
is art not the very opposite of government? Is it not imagination, creativity, revolution? Is it not like what leads us, away from this totalitarian fascist type?
Yes. We, the people, should decide how much art is worth. However, the problem is that criminals who are participating in money laundering are inflating this horrible art that's being produced.
True, but that's not a critique of the aesthetics of modern art. That's a critique of corruption. And your critique of corruption is correct.
Yes.
It also applies to the dot-com bubble. The art bubble may break, it's pure perception. Most of that art has no inherent value. If the market suddenly decides that there's going to be a crash on it, the whole thing could bottom out, and maybe it should.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be a good thing. So it's not being driven by aesthetic quality anymore, and that's tragic, because ideally it should be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you can't take the real estate market, you can't launder money through there, because if you take a really small house in a crappy area and suddenly sell it for $4 million,
that just means you're in London.
That's what happens.
That just means you're in London.
Or an obscene amount, okay?
That very thing does happen though. Evaluators, they're the ones that provide, they're the ones that market that, they're the ones that put the price on the house.
But
that happens all the time. Money laundering, one of the most common forms is through real estate.
However, it's easier to
land value
uncover
is subjective.
this through real estate if you actually go and look at these properties. However, art is subjective, which therefore makes it easier to launder money through, because anyone can say, oh, I see some significant deep meaning in this red, solid colored canvas. It's rage. It's domestic abuse because it's red and it connects to my sad family history. Okay, great. Why is it being sold for $40 million?
But it's good for us because they pay tax, 20% VAT.
Yeah,
so
in this country they probably don't even pay that. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, that's us done and dusted. Thank you very much for your attention.
You're playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a professor at Florida State. These are all things. And today they've got to do this as one of their exercises. They're learning about local experiments.
And this is a good place to come.
It's great place. We go to
next week they're giving speeches on the tube, on the moving tube. Wow. That's the next thing.
Why wouldn't you go there?
Just unsolicited. They've got to give an unsolicited speech. They've got to stand up in the public forum and sort of, win over a crowd who don't really want to be focused.
I want to see that.
Oh, well, okay. No, it's not.
It'll be on there.
All right, when are you guys back next? When are you back here next? You don't quickly want to persuade the religious fundamentalists here to reconsider their position.
No.
Okay.
No, I do not. No, I'm all for the religious fundamentalists.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. All right, cheers. Treat you to a hot chocolate. Your churches are empty. Count, we're only going to have a hot chocolate. Churches are empty. You're lying.
Right, that's all the students done. Let's go back to the madness in Speaker's Corner. More religious talks. Yeah, so I'm live today in Speaker's Corner.
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus Christ is the only way, the truth, and the life.
Who knows the answers?
So I'm live in London today in Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner. This happens once every Sunday. People come and debate about what they want to debate about.
Some of the Muslim heavyweights.
Oh, we've got Street Mike here.
Ali Dawa. We might even see.
So please, two states, the Jewish state and an Arab state, and 5 Arab armies tried to destroy the Jewish state. They expelled every Jew from the Arab state, not most of them, all of them. And you only talk about, because Israel just said, you're trying to destroy us, you're taking our land, you're killing us, expelling us, we'll do the same to you, and when you stop, those will be the borders. I thought that was the right response to Israel, and eventually the Palestinians said, okay, we're losing more land than we're gaining, so we'll make peace, we'll do a ceasefire. Yeah.
Why does Israel, since 1967, refuse the request of the United Nations to withdraw from the border with the West Bank and the State of Israel? 1967 war.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Israel says when we got safe and secure borders, as Human Rights 242 says, then we will withdraw. Yeah. And they tried it prematurely without a peace deal from Gaza. Did that work well? They pulled out all their army, all the settlers out of Gaza. Did they get peace? Did they get peace? No, they didn't get peace. And you want them to do the same thing with the borders of the West Bank? You must be mad.
This whole thing was started by Iran. Last night proved Iran started because they were so scared about the Abrahamic Accords. The most of the Muslim world were coming together peacefully, starting business, starting fights, and Iran could not handle the Abrahamic Accords. So they started it on the 7th of October because they could not handle Bahrain, the United Emirates, Jordan, all peacefully doing business and trade with Israel. Iran could not stick that. Iran cannot stick that. This entire thing is an Iranian proxyship.
Who won't make peace with Israel. That's what caused it. Hamas, in their charter, want to destroy Israel. But women like her would say they're okay.
Even Saudi Arabia understands this.
Israel's defending
Jordan
itself.
understands it.
Hamas,
Egypt
Hamas
understands
corporate
it.
killing of
But
Jews.
Speaker's Corner doesn't, for some stupid reason. Why doesn't Speaker's Corner understand what Jordan understands?
Israel would defend
What
itself.
Saudi Arabia understands.
Israel has a duty
Speaker's
to
Corner
defend
too stupid
itself
to get it.
and defend its civilians.
It was the
And it does a
Abraham
very,
Accords
very good job.
that pissed off Iran,
Unlike
so they
Hamas,
started
they
this
do a
war.
very poor
Through
job
their proxies.
in defending their people.
Through all of their
from the wars that
proxies.
they themselves
Hamas,
started.
Hezbollah, last night, can you not see
God to
it?
you.
And it is the poor people of Palestine that are suffering because of these Iranian bastards. Why do you not see it?
Lots of people
Jordan
Hamas.
sees it, Egypt sees it, Saudi Arabia sees it. Why don't you see it? If you care for the people of Hamas, open your eyes.
A lot of people in Gaza want Hamas destroyed, but you can't say so. You either get put in prison or killed.
Destroy an idea.
And Hamas won't allow elections.
Discussion is called. How many Muslim countries are on this planet? It doesn't matter. About 52, I believe. There is one Jewish country, and it's tiny. It's tiny. One tiny Jewish country.
Israel's right to
And there are
exist
52
and right to defend
around it.
itself.
Want to kill.
You're welcome to disagree.
Palestinians.
Right. 52. One.
I agree. I agree.
Israeli government does not see it that way.
No, when there's two states, when there's two states,
There are Arab Muslims in the Israeli parliament, you idiot. There are Muslims, there are Jews, there are Christians, there are atheists living in Israel happily together. There is no apartheid in Israel. This is a lie you're being sold.
the Arabs in Israel
Walk the streets of Israel, the streets of Tel Aviv. Then you know there are Muslim Arabs in the bloody parliament. There have been Muslim Arabs in the cabinet.
on the High Court in Israel.
Are you aware of Muslim Arabs in the
Arabs in
Israeli
Israeli
parliament?
police
Are you
force.
aware? Do I need to be loud?
Because she's shouting me down.
You're aware there are Muslim Arabs in the Israeli parliament
Yes,
and in the
doesn't work like that.
and in the cabinet.
I've been here for 20 years.
So apartheid is nonsense. To call it apartheid is nonsense.
Anyway, do you know the Arabs in Israel got the vote?
I knew it when it
before
was
black
applied to
people in
countries like South
America got the
Africa.
vote?
That was apartheid.
The Arabs
When
in
people
Israel
of
got
different
the vote
ethnicities were
before
not
the
allowed to live
Eskimos in
together.
Canada got the
It's not the case for
vote.
Israel.
The Arabs in Israel got the vote before the Aborigines in Australia got the vote.
Apartheid is not allowed
Even though 5 Arab armies attacked Israel, the Arabs in Israel all got the vote. I love
In Israel,
Israel.
that's not the case.
How many Jews get the vote in Palestine? Oh, there aren't any Jews in Palestine. They were all kicked out in 1948. Yeah. So God says in the Quran. No, it won't trust God. So God says in the Quran, if you fight with justice, I will fight with you and inflict a defeat on your enemy. So whose side was God on in 1948?
You can't say one is the other.
Israel won. Whose side was God on in 1967? Israel won. Whose side was God on in 1973? Israel won.
Relative to South Africa, clearly is. I don't know
And Israel has thrived and prospered ever since.
Is there
Palestinians
apartheid be
has done hardly anything for themselves.
I agree.
They have more aid per person than anyone else in history, and they've squandered it on weapons.
Will you agree with me? That's nothing like that in Israel.
Israel didn't like having to attack Palestinians to stop them going to Israel as suicide bombers, so they built a barrier. Great, that reduced the amount of suicide
But there aren't
bombers.
buses or shops that Arabs, Muslims can't get. No, we're talking about the definition of apartheid.
I know, but that's conveniently avoiding
Based on race.
Are the people, the Palestinian people, not
So some go into some have, not the others can't.
No, they actually can't.
What's stopping?
Well, she's lived in Israel, so I think she has a little bit more
I'll be
right.
back, guys.
We are bloody monkeys.
That's what I say all the time.
Experiments where open passing goes to random people on the street and he shows them
work ethic and their intelligence. But is it right? Is it right?
I call forward. He sympathises with the Palestinians getting Gaza, but also sympathises with those Israelis who were massacred on October the 10th and hostages that were taken. God bless you if you can sympathise with both sides.
There is a theory that some Israeli soldiers and Israeli captives, like bombing a house when they know.
Yeah, on the internet you can find anything you want. They're the people who hate Israel so much, they spend their lives trying to demonise Israel and make up stories against Israel. But Israel's there to stay. Israel wants to make peace with its neighbours. Right from when Israel was created, they said, we want to make peace with our neighbours. Some of the neighbours, like Turkey, recognise Israel straight away. God bless Turkey, who still has an embassy in Israel. Good. Some, though, invaded Israel the day after the British pulled out. And they tried to drive all the Jews out of what they call Palestine. But in Israel there's 2 million Arabs. 2 million Arabs, full citizens of Israel. They're in the Israeli parliament. They're in the Israeli police force. In the Israeli army. In the Israeli judiciary. The street signs in Israel are in Hebrew and Arabic. The coins of banknotes in Israel are in Hebrew and Arabic. Israel, eventually when Egypt made peace with Israel, has now got an Egyptian embassy in Israel. And then Jordan made peace with Israel. Egypt and Jordan could have made peace with Israel in 1948 and avoided thousands of billions of dollars in weapons which they wasted on wars and saved tens of thousands of soldiers' lives. But at least they've made peace with Israel now. That's good. I look forward to the day when Syria has got a nice government who also might make peace with Israel. I look forward to the day when Lebanon has an army which is stronger than Hezbollah, and then Lebanon might make peace with Israel. And the Palestinians too could make peace with Israel and live happily ever after.
Second time I've ever been down here. Hyde Park Heroes.
We've got play feet. We've got play feet. We're going to disappoint
See yourself, Hyde,
evidence that can be provided to justify laws. So let me try one last time. Do you know of any evidence evidence, any evidence is in the history, even the historical context, any evidence whatsoever for us to even think that this is from God.
Again, it's that you have to take a compilation of evidence. Here's one. Pray, listen to the Quran in Arabic and see how your heart feels. Listen to the Quran in Arabic and see how your heart feels. There's one there. There's one piece of evidence. You see, the thing is, when we're dealing here, what we're dealing with is subjectivity. We're dealing with faith, not objectivity. So for us to determine whether or not this is divine, it's a subjective matter. We take all.
How many of you have heard the word evidence before in your life? Evidence.
Okay, so where's the objective evidence?
How many of you have heard the word evidence in your life? Evidence. I don't listen to Islamic indoctrination. I don't listen to indoctrination. I'm trying to understand the basic thing. Evidence, by virtue of what it is, has to be objective. It's not subjective.
Objective.
Asking you again, one last time. Bonus. One bonus attempt.
One bonus attempt. Let's go. What's your name?
Arun. How do you see it?
I don't like the way you engage these.
You may not like, as a Muslim, I completely agree, as a Muslim, you may not like the fact that I don't take indoctrination as it is. I don't take it. I completely agree. You're frustrated. I am. Indoctrination, I don't take seriously. Completely agree. That will lead to frustration. You may not be happy. Completely agree. That does not solve the issue at hand. Muslims, not so educated like you.
I'm not that educated, especially not about Islam. I said that myself.
You mentioned
A bachelor's degree.
history. No. What part of history?
Early modern European history.
Doesn't help us much. Let's understand how history works. Do we have any historical reasons we can fall back on in understanding the origins?
I mean, we have the
Again, not really. For many years that I've given, based on them not knowing the history, they will follow it wholeheartedly, not knowing it's wrong. Because the said Christ that everyone is speaking about in Islam, in Christianity, you could find them in reality. That's why did Putin open up? Because he's showing that these are real people, but because we're not educated with the history of these people, you could be looking at me, I could be Christ, and they'll be like, okay, I don't know, because you don't know the history. Because these people have bloodlines. These are not no fairy tale that just pop out of the ear. This ain't no baby stories that you tell to a little child to say, okay, to make them feel good. These are real people. That's why 1,000 years, the same people that have been persecuted for 1,000 years, the same people that have been persecuted now. But because we don't know the history of those people and what's going on now, we don't know them. We're reading fairy tales still thinking, okay, it's not going on. But I can say our government has corrected themselves. Certain government has corrected themselves, but because we're locals, we don't know certain things. And we're not willing to educate ourselves. In history, we're not talking about no religion. History. History is the foundation. History is the foundation before religion. You understand? Because without your mother and father, you don't have no identity. So, to do the right thing, you have to re-educate your people in the right thing. Because the right thing is going to lead you down to the right path. The right people are going to lead you down to the right path. Because look, like I say, every moment they create, because the wrong people have been the wrong people.
Hey, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah,
long time no see.
Ages.
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah.
Let me give you a cuddle.
Oh, thank you.
Good?
Yeah. Top man. Yeah.
Alright.
See what's going on. Yeah. Bit of a distraction.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, we got Piers Corbin here.
So where's Hyde? We should just start.
Hello, Piers.
Hello.
How you doing?
Well, down there, did they break someone's camera?
I'm not too sure. Not too sure. You're going to be speaking today?
Yeah, we're going to speak right here.
Oh, yeah?
In about 5 minutes. We're waiting for Hyde.
Oh,
because
Hyde.
he normally has his
little say.
Well, his table that we should stand on.
Oh,
the
right.
bench.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. How you doing since the lockdown days?
Well, excitement all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes, and now the police are. That's why I hate getting in trouble. Well, nowadays, do you know the best way to look at
Oh, hello, how are you?
Good?
Yeah. I remember you from Bishop's Park, but I saw you before that.
If you remember Bishop's
Oh, all of them, yeah, exactly.
Are you okay?
Not too bad, how you doing?
I used to walk.
Oh, you're going to be like Oh, I see. Oh, he's doing it with that.
You don't even know whether she's got the films. So why would I be offended?
Mate, been ages.
I know that's really weird, but that's what they do. But the more you stop people filming, the more people are going to think it's offended. My mother doesn't mean defending the film the way it's been. Sooner or later, probably, I thought my group was just going to ignore you and film, and then it would just go stupid. That's what will happen. I mean, like 12 years ago, there were like 2 cameras here, and 2 others. Everyone's got their own channel.
The reason I do it on there is if I send it, it takes it. You know, the problem is if I send too many of my texts, they think they've got
What you say is correct. You defend him. Because I do. Hey, you're liars. You're liars. You're liars.
Yes.
Is there anything to do with
I did it tonight. They all know about that.
Somebody took my name down for it. It's come through my front door. I want a pile of shit. It's just
They must have an address to say.
It's got the name of the person, and it's just like when you're finished with it, leave it in a public space.
So someone put it for your letter?
Yes, somebody put it through my letter. Which means that it's only delivered to targeted people. So somebody has put my name down to get a copy of a far-right conspiracy theory. You would do that as well, yes. Yeah, you would have yells with everything. Who claims to be far left.
Oh, you've heard the horse?
Yes, I think the extremes, they do. It's really interesting. I also read the Reform Manifesto.
What did you think?
I'm not that impressed.
Really?
Yeah, kind of.
Anything in particular?
Yes, the fossil fuel, the restart of fossil fuel production. I kind of have an issue with that. Even if I just have an issue with that.
There's a huge cost to the country, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but cost.
This net zero.
I know. So net zero is one thing. Yes, net zero is one thing, and it's a kind of a cost. It can't be achieved, but we can move towards being.
So the slogan reads, America, Israel will force 6 million Palestinians to sunny desert, Egypt forever.
What net zero is that?
And it also says America, Israel done 7 October attacks to take Iran's oil, like Iraq, Libya.
Net zero as an ideal, let's say, that you can head towards is a thing. So you don't. It's not. Why? Do it. I didn't say that. It's a nice ideal to head towards.
Rosie, how are you learning?
But do you remember though, it wasn't you guys that got rid of smog. Do you agree that ULEZ is a progressive tax reform?
Of course it is. Yes, of course it is. But
nothing to do with
no, the underlying science of it is legitimate, but it's being used as a tax on the poor. Of course,
I'm not sure there's underlying science. Told the university.
I know. I mean, if he's about
the government acknowledges not only of the big government acknowledges that again,
it says it in the Holy Book. Which is enough comment for him. It says it in his Holy Book.
You cannot have his capacity, any evidence or not.
It's very
Can you give me 1 minute? Can you give me 1 minute? Please. No time. You're gonna take time. You're gonna take time. And you're gonna let me finish 1 minute.
Look, you delegitimize yourself by talking like this. You delegitimize your own side.
Please listen to me. Please listen to me. Please listen to me.
I wouldn't listen to me.
When I ask,
we put in the camera 1 minute. Do you not think that this is just basic respect when we talk about a debate? Everyone has a moment to speak.
Yes.
You should allow him to speak.
When I ask a question, I'm looking for an answer. It is true that so far you did not give any evidence for the supernatural. Only in the last 5 minutes you even asked me what kind of evidence is needed. You asked me and I'm willing to help. And that is why you said Muhammad is really great. I asked you what is the evidence for that, and that's where the gentleman comes in. And he's trying to say something, and I want to keep the conversation focused. If I listen,
you're not keeping it focused.
One second. If I listen to Islamic propaganda, I could be seated here all day long without understanding any sense. So let me come to you. Please focus. I want evidence. Don't give me your indoctrinated statements, belief statements, claims. Give me evidence.
It's not hard.
What is the evidence? What is the evidence that
He's saying what's the evidence?
Let me finish the previous question. I'm going to answer this question. So can you let me finish? I have one condition. I'm going to put timer 1 minute. That's fine.
This is evidence. Allah here. This is Allah.
If I cannot speak, it's pointless.
And Allah and me traveled 300 meters in 1 second. Because Allah was showing me miracle.
It's just funny.
You said Muhammad was illiterate.
No, but listen. When we cite our evidence, saying that because it says it in our holy book, that means it's holy, you say no because we don't believe it. And then your evidence for citing that the Bible is holy is because you say it's one is within your holy book. Can you see how? Yes, you did. You literally did. You said, I'm not going to allow you to do this. He said, okay, that because it says within the Bible, Moses parted the Red Sea. There we go. It's objective holiness, right? It said it in the Bible. We say the same about our Quran. So how do we reach this?
Do you roughly remember Hyde said something like, if it had happened for the people of that time, they clearly would have understood that God was playing God. Do you remember that? If condition, do you remember that?
I don't remember it.
That's fine. But that's fine. Maybe you misheard me because you come to the different right now. Let me ask you this again. I did not say what you thought I said. I did not so far give the evidence for the Bible at all. I didn't even attempt to do that. Purely stuck on the first question that I had asked, which is the evidence for this being supernatural. And that is where we are stuck still. You're making many claims. Your latest is, you asked me what kind of evidence. I said something miraculous and that sort of stuff. You're claiming something is supernatural. That is where you began your story by saying, so please, I'll give you 2 minutes. Put to tell a story, but you need to justify your story through evidence.
Okay. Again, as I've said before at the beginning of this conversation, you cannot cite one piece of evidence from the book and say that this is the evidence here that undeniably states that this must be a holy book. It's not like that. We're not dealing with empirical objective science. We're dealing with subjective faith. And as this man rightly said, he said, well, Muslims who read it, they think it's holy and they believe it. To us, we believe it. It's the evidence here, right, is just the same as your evidence. Moses parting the Red Sea by Allah's grace. The virgin birth of Jesus by Allah's grace. Ul-Qarnayn, all of these different miraculous events. But the one thing that I would say is the Quran itself is the miracle. The Quran itself is the evidence. The fact that over 2 billion Muslims right now live by it in every way. We sacrifice everything. We will sacrifice everything for the worth of this book. Human beings. Yes, I know. You said you'd allow me to. You said you'd allow me. You said you'd allow me to. That in itself is a piece of evidence. That in itself is a piece of evidence. Not a conclusive, absolute piece of evidence, but you take it cumulatively. The fact that when you play the Quran and you hear it in Arabic, the way it touches your heart, that is a piece of evidence. The fact that, like I said earlier, during the month of Ramadan, in the middle of the desert heat, we abstain from water, we abstain from food. That is a piece of evidence. The fact that when Muslims live in accordance with the Sunnah, we radiate light, we live in an ascetic way, we pray to God, that is a piece of evidence. So can you see how you can't have one absolute piece of evidence? It has to be cumulative and it has to be faith.
What you've said so far will not stand up. If you were to write that in a philosophy paper as a response, it won't even get you 0 misses.
We're not talking about, that's because we're not talking about philosophy. We're talking about religion. We're talking about faith. It's a different thing. In philosophy, you can make logical arguments based on empirical data. Here we are dealing with subjectivity. We are dealing with faith. And that, my friend.
In other words, if you agree that Islam, following Islam, is not based on objective evidence, but rather based on blind belief.
No, absolutely not.
What you've done so far.
Absolutely not.
Hear the Quran being
What's the difference between the Quran and the King James Bible? So,
yes, you're a lovely man.
And where's the evidence?
Yes, you're a lovely man.
No, thank you, I don't want to. Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ, the historical nature of the supernatural aspect of his life, especially his death and burial and resurrection, is witnessed not just by Christians, also by non-Christians. Crucial historical points in relation to Jesus.
And we don't believe that throughout the 2,000 years since that moment there could have been any room for corruption. You don't believe
England, from to go again your own. That's why it is so important to realize again, when you have foreign ideology, your home is
Let's have a quick 5-minute break, guys.
Muhammad is God, Jesus is God, Muhammad is a Bachamazi man. Muhammad is a Bachaman. Who has sex with a child, Muhammad is that man. Who has sex with a child. Muhammad is a free
and before that, there were other sections of Persia, like Wessex, by York, by Stuart, all of them.
They don't show us. They show you women dancing.
comedy show does not even know. It's a comedy show.
Imperial meaning pharaoh because why? Again, the crown of King Edward.
Let's go to Piers Corbin, who's going to speak now.
Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up.
Come and get your coconuts for the coconut shine. £2 a ball.
Roll up, roll up.
If we stand up and make it look like we're starting.
10 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. They're going to Piers Corbin.
Piers Corbin. Wait till Louis here.
Take one, take two.
Where's Louis?
Run away, mate.
Run away.
Nah, don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Piers Corbin. Shut up, you're jealous.
Hello. Well, welcome today at Speaker's Corner on the 14th of April 2024, which is the 109th anniversary of my father's birth. So I think he'd be smiling upon us now, seeing us resisting oppression and the attack on free and fair elections going on. Now, the point of this meeting right now is a rally for free and fair elections, because there is a spectre haunting London, the spectre of autocracy, and that's why we're here standing for free and fair elections. And my colleague Sham here, he like me has been excluded from the mayor race. Complete shame.
What does autocracy mean?
Looking at that on the internet.
The GLA and mayor elections are not a level playing field. They are not rational in the way they apply the rules, in theory and practice, and they adopt administrative conveniences to keep the circus in power.
Unfair, totally unfair.
Unfair, absolutely.
There are a number of independent candidates.
Indeed.
So some matters.
So there are two hurdles that you need to get over. One is you've got to get 330 names of electors. And the second is you've got to have £10,000 deposit. That's for the mayor. You've also got to have £5,000 to be on the list, and you've got to have £1,000 to stand as a constituent. And there's £10,000 as well to be in the book. Now, what's happened in practice, and we got through this, but some independents didn't. You've got to collect all these names in all the boroughs, and you've got to get the electoral numbers. Now, when you phone up the boroughs who hold the electoral rolls, they say you can't have the numbers until you're a candidate. But you can't be a candidate until you've got the numbers. So it's a ridiculous situation. And that's what happened. That's what happened to this man here. Now, in my case, what we did, we phoned up the London Borough of Southwark. No problem. She gave us the numbers. Then we told the other boroughs, look, you've got the numbers from there, and if you don't give us the numbers, they will complain to the Electoral Commission. And they made us write letters to say, I'm the candidate, and so on, or we intend the candidate. And we got the names. But you see, this wasn't explained to a lot of independents. So people like Sham here didn't get through. Now, on the question of the 10 grand, what the issue of me is, they don't deny I have 10 grand in the box. There was 10 grand in the box for me. But then they say, we didn't know it was for you until afterwards. Well, but for other people who had their money allocated afterwards, they didn't have a problem. So they've got complete contradictions on that in my case. It's a narrow legal point, but they're clearly wrong. Now, maybe they're going to give up tomorrow, we don't know. I hope so. They've got a letter giving them an ultimatum. But whatever, Sham and I are going to be applying for a judicial review on a whole number of things to do with the election. It may include what I said about mine, it may not. But whatever, the whole procedure has to be reviewed because it is skewed against independent candidates. Now, some independent candidates have got in, that's true, but they have to do an awful lot of work to do it. Whereas the parties have got access to the electoral rolls all the time, and of course, have got lots of money.
You're going to talk about the backward step to first past the post voting as well.
Well, first past the post, of course, is a backward step, that's true, for many, and I agree with what you're saying, Simpson, on that, because before you could do 1, 2 for the order of the mayor. Now it's first past the post, which again favours the mega parties. So what we're saying, Sham and I are saying, one, you've got to let us in, and that's both of us, or the election should be ruled invalid by a judicial review, which will be initiated on Wednesday morning if they haven't given up. And if they go ahead with the election, and Sadiq Khan then gets in, or whoever gets in, one of the circus, we will have a mass campaign of civil resistance against everything the GLA and the mayor do. And you know, in practice what that means, we've been doing it for ULEZ, where we know what we're saying. Resist!
Defy! Do not comply!
And it's all right, and specifically for ULEZ, we're saying drive at will, do not pay, take down the cameras. And stuff like that will happen for everything the mayor and the GLA do. So we're going to render London ungovernable until we have a democratic election. So we say now, we want free and fair. Let's shout that.
Free and fair! Free and fair! Free and fair!
Free and fair. And we'll end up again with resist!
Defy! Do not comply!
And Sham would like to...
Piers, before you get down, I was just going to ask, do you think that they're scared of you maybe?
Well, I would say, but Sham might say the same, that they are definitely scared of us, and I believe I'm the only candidate who can beat Khan because I can take votes directly from Khan, whereas all the others will fail to do that. And I'm standing for peace now, which cuts across everything the powers that be want right now. They want us to argue between Muslims or not Muslims and stuff like that. Whereas we say peace now cuts across that, which breaks their narrative, and therefore we can win. Now they know that, so they're desperate to keep us out. And I would point out on this, the Greater London Returning Officer, Mary Hartley, I think that's the right name, is also the Chief Executive of the whole Greater London Authority, and her job is to implement the Mayor's programme. Well, how can she be independent then as a Greater London Returning Officer? There's a whole lot of questions surrounding the whole thing, and the judicial review will address this. So, I will end there and say thank you very much for listening, and now over to Sean.
Piers Corbyn, now! Yay! Thank you!
Okay.
Hi everybody, I'm Sean Batra, running for Mayor of London. I was, until I posted a post called C40, who, I don't think it's
We don't know, carry on.
C40 is your 15-minute control cities. It's gone to 3-4 million people worldwide now and across all London and England. And this is your 15-minute city control. They want us, it starts in the mayor's office, and they want us to stay in a 15-minute city. This is why the roads are blocked, everything is completely turned upside down. Sadiq Khan is the chair for the WEF in London. He is the one that is controlling the WEF for 80 mayors around the world. If you guys decide that you don't want to live in London, England anymore, try going somewhere else because it's going to be there. My job is to close it down. I posted this post about 2-3 weeks ago and it's gone viral. It's on my post, Sean Batchelor, full mayor of London, and it's on Hyde Times. If you put Sean Batchelor in Twitter, you'll get it 150 times. It's just gone crazy. But aside that, this is the most important thing. Apart from ULEZ charge and whatever we're fighting for, we don't want to be stuck in the city, right, do we? In our own little cocoons. It's going to be like COVID again, except you do anything, you go out of your city, you will be fined and you will pay, or your bank account will be frozen. If you want to order meat, you're going to walk down to Sainsbury's or wherever, they're going to tell you what you can have. It's not a joke. I wish it was a conspiracy theory because it would be even better. You know, people would think I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sane and pretty straight. And I'm running from there because there's so many things wrong. The ULEZ charge is just a side show because behind the scenes of the ULEZ charge, what I call useless charge, is the money is going to fill a black hole. In November 2023, there's 15.2 billion pounds that he's drummed up. Now it's probably 17, 18 billion. Nobody knows where the money is. No one knows. I think people should really wake up and smell the coffee and tell everybody about what this guy is doing. He cannot get in. I was gaining a lot of traction before I was taken out this race. And I know that for a fact because where I've been going, the groups I'm in and places, I have built a lot of traction. And I met this lovely man along the way that had also fallen into the same pit as I'm in. So it's quite easy. If we were nobodies, they would let us into the race. Like on Friday, the hustings, people were out listening to the 4 bloody candidates standing, sitting on the front, while the other candidates are sitting in the place with everyone else. That's not democratic. If they are official candidates, they should be up there with the current mayor. Because me and him are out of the race, he has a great chance of winning now. We get back into the race, we'll smash it. And I mean smash it because I want everyone to completely come behind this. I'm here to change London. I want to post a lot of good things for everyone. It's about time we put money back into the pockets of people. And the ULEZ charge, I'm going to give away the money back to every motorist on the 29th of August right until the day of the election. I want to give it back. Yeah, we do. I think it's fair and honest. Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Any questions you've got?
So, are you not going to be left with the bill then, with that big black hole?
Well, I'll have to pay for it then, won't I?
So where are you going to pay that 17 billion from then?
Well, I can't tell you where I'm paying it from, but I have a solution to pay it from.
Spend just a car.
It's going to happen. And I'll tell you one more thing. One thing very important. When that man leaves office, we'll have him arrested.
Yes, absolutely.
We want him arrested for all the money he's taken and not shown where it's gone. I mean, 2 months ago, there was an article on him about these sex creams. I don't know where that came from. £3-4 million spent. What was it? Sex creams. Some kind of creams, I don't know. It's on the BBC platform because they were about to get him and he derailed everything. But the media and everybody else is one-sided. It's only for the parties. Independents need to get a voice. So you guys are all independent, you're not party people. Well, if you are, you are. But everyone should have a fair voice. No one's getting it. and this is a problem. So I'm here to fix London. I don't want to do politics. I call it politics because it is. It's all politics. I just want to fix the city. That's all I want to do, and give people a voice and let them say what they need to say so that we can fix and help our cities run.
Can I ask you a question? Are you part of the WEF?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm the chairman.
No, but yeah, no, the chairman, Sadiq Khan.
The CEO.
Yeah, exactly.
Khan,
exactly.
For the whole world. It's not just for London.
He's been travelling all over the world trying to promote these 15-minute cities, isn't he?
But England doesn't know about it. Nobody
knows.
In England knows about C40. I urge you all to look it up on the government site, which is crap. But then go and see all the TikTokers and see what I've written, see what I've said. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Thank you guys.
The work Charles has been doing has been brilliant. During the election, if we're both standing, we'll come to some agreement, or whatever. City Hall, we will work together. So, I just want to say, practical think hard on what to do. We want action in every borough. Now, Shane is holding a list here. We've even got a nice picture.
One more thing, guys. I forgot to tell you, January 26th, all of the councils in England, North London, have gone in for the 15-minute cities to implement it. And that is in 100.org, I think it's called. It's printed out there. You guys have all got to look. And I say to you all, whoever your friends are, in 1525, tell 5 people about us and let them tell the others. Let's get a vote in that involves both of us, and we can make our London great again.
Okay.
We're never going to do it.
London great again. I've heard the name. We've got a board here. We want somebody in every borough to set up a free and fair elections campaign. And if we get in there, then those campaigns will turn into campaigns for us to win. Okay.
It's different.
Well, I'm Piers Corbyn. I'm Piers Corbyn, and he's Charles Thatcher.
SHYAMBATRH. And I'm on Instagram, same name everywhere.
And the numbers, I want you to take some phone numbers to get in touch and set up a borough group. Right? Phone me 07958 713320. Sean, and you'll give his number. And you can email support@peacenow.uk or put your name and contact on this piece of paper here. You've got to do something in every borough. You can do it.
Right, let's do a quick tour of Speaker's Corner.
All right, questions please, to both of us.
Do you believe that given George Galloway's I haven't got spots, I've got 3,000 watts, which have been historic.
Still.
Yeah, I do.
But anyone thinks about this now, first they look at head, it's suicide.
We don't want anybody to convert to Christianity. You can follow the devil if you want, then go to hell with Allah and Muhammad.
We don't want to worship a Palestinian.
We don't want to believe in a pedophile. We don't believe in a pedophile. We don't believe in a pedophile. That idiot Muhammad is a pedophile. So Jesus is God. Muhammad is a fraud. Here, whole world, I'm telling to the whole world that Jesus is the God of the heaven and the earth. The God who loves all of us. The God who wants to save the whole world. And that's why that God came down and done the salvation plan on the cross. That whosoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. That idiot Muhammad, he lied about my Jesus Christ. So dear friends, Jesus Christ is none other but God of the heaven and the earth. guys. Shaitan. They are worshipping Shaitan. So dear friends, there is no other God who has done the salvation plan on the cross. And that God as Jesus Christ coming again, judge of the whole world. So dear friends, Muslim friends, come out of the filth Islam, filth Quran and filth idiot Muhammad. Come out of it and believe in Jesus Christ as Lord God and Savior. So dear friends, Muhammad is a fraud man. The biggest fraud in the whole world. Your Allah is not the God of the Bible. My God is Yahweh. And my God did not send a pedophile as a prophet. My God did not send a pedophile as a prophet. My God sent many prophets and he himself told that these are the prophets I'm sending. So dear friends, your Allah is the Shaitan in disguise. Amen.
Jesus and Allah. You see Shaitan?
Muhammad is a fraud pedophile.
Jesus is an
Muhammad is the asshole of Allah.
She's crazy, man.
This is Speaker's Corner, guys. Everyone waffling. How long we've been going? 2.5 hours. We've got the Christians, we've got the Muslims, we've got the anti-religious groups. We've got a man holding a sign. Yeah. Would you like to say anything?
I am saving the world. I am persuading America and Russia not to fight World War III. And what's happening in Gaza is Israel deliberately sent their soldiers to the West Bank. They said, we don't need you here. Go to West Bank. So the Gaza border were undefended. And Iran, they wanted a fight. They wanted Hamas to fight Israel because if Israel is not fighting Hamas, Israel will be fighting Iran. And that's right. Israel will attack Iranian nuclear facilities and cause a civil war in Iran. And then America will go to Iran and take over the oil. America will go into Iran to take over the oil. The land, Israel, does not belong to Israel. It does not belong to Moses. It belongs to human. It belongs to everybody who live on earth. And God told me, Britain belongs to you. God said, Britain belongs to you. And that cannot be true. Land don't belong to anybody. It only belongs to God. And it was created, the land, it took 5 billion years to create earth. And the lions and tigers, they lived on earth 30 million years ago. They're still here. And this line on my forehead, God said, Messiah will have a line on his forehead. His forehead will be slightly concave, pushed in. This is the sign of Messiah. And Jesus will not be coming back. And Antichrist will not come back. It's all lie. And Messiah has been, it's an Arabic word which means Masaha, wipe. God wiped my feet 2017 on the 13th of May. So God made me Messiah. And this incident which happened to me on the 17th of May, 3:30 in the afternoon, it was this was exactly the time the children, the shepherd children, saw Mary in 1917. Why? Exactly 100 years later, God wiped my feet on that particular day, 13th of May, 2017. So God wants me to rule the world. God said, you have a permission to rule the world. What am I going to do? There'll be nobody alive.
Yourself, you're going to rule the world.
Pardon?
He's going to rule the world.
That's what Allah told me. Allah said, you have a permission to rule the world.
No, don't go further, please. But you're not talking realistically, sir.
You're
just dreaming.
Allah reveals. Allah said in chapter 72, verse 27, we reveal to Rasul and we reveal to person we like. Rasul is an Arabic word for prophet.
Yes, John, you are right. He was in one of Brendan Canavar's video. It's up on my channel. You can watch it there.
Do you speak Arabic?
About 3 years ago, 4 years ago now.
Where are you from?
I am from England.
You from England?
Yeah.
Were you born here?
I lived here 56 years.
You know what Muhammad says? Muhammad. I will say it in Arabic, and then
No, don't say Arabic. The hadith are lies. Quran is lies copied from Torah and Bible.
So
and then, yes,
you think Quran is false?
It took Muslim 200 years to write Quran.
But you give me a chance.
And it took Christian 200 years to write Torah.
Can you give me a chance?
And there was no Torah for 1,000 years after Moses. Jews and Christians could not write or read for 1,000 years.
Can you give me a chance?
The hadith are lies.
Can you give me a chance?
Now I have too much to do. I have to save lives. I have to save lives in Gaza.
You save lives, not lives.
Lives. I have to save lives.
No
in
lives.
Gaza.
You saving lives.
And Israel are treating Palestinians as worse than dog.
Who?
Israel. Israel going around killing Muslims, children, women, babies.
What about Daesh? What he done?
Daesh, they were armed by America. America gave them money and weapons to kill Muslims.
Really? Is that camera his?
No, mine.
Why are you recording?
I'm recording everyone. This is Speaker's Corner. Muslims, the Christians, I've been very impartial. I just come here for the entertainment.
I got you, but what he's saying, he said he's saving lives, not life. If somebody knows him.
Hey Steve.
Have you seen that man? He says, I'm saving lives there.
Who?
What's it say, the man?
Saving lives? The one with the sign.
The
big sign. Yeah.
He says, I am Messiah. God sent me.
He's the Messiah, apparently. Some say he's just a naughty boy.
When I faced him, he just ran. That line, probably he done it himself. It's quite easy with the pen or anything else.
Cut himself.
This is Speaker's Corner, guys. All waffle is accepted.
Do you have YouTube?
I do.
I've got some cards here.
Do you get any money from there?
I do.
How much I get?
Not much.
100 a week?
A month?
A month?
Yeah. Maybe less.
How do you subscribe? You have to. I want to do because I speak 7 languages, so I want to get the benefit.
2 languages. English and Turkish.
Sen Türksen?
Yeah.
Nerelisin?
Kıbrıs'tan.
Ben Türkiye'deyim. Zaten biraz Türkçe biliyorum.
Oh yeah.
Ben Irak'ım.
Alright.
7 dil biliyorum. Birisi Türkçe.
Yeah.
Nasıl bu YouTube'u açıyorsun? Para versin.
My English is not strong. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So 1,000 people have to subscribe to your channel. And you have to have 4,000 hours watched in your channel to apply for the monetization. Once you are monetized, every 1,000 views gets you maybe £2, £3. So you have to get at least 100,000 views a week to get £30,
But why sometimes they are earning a lot?
Maybe
thousands and thousands.
Maybe they're getting thousands and 100,000s of views. You know, one time I got 500,000 views on one live stream. That paid me about £700. 500,000, 700 for one video. So if you're...
I just put a couple of like for fun on the reels.
Right.
And they always say, oh, you've gone up 150, make another one. I'll just let it for joke,
I only do this for fun, you know. I work full time anyway in a bakery.
Oh, I see.
So this is just a hobby. It's a big you know, Yes, I only do this. I come to speak a school like once every 6 months.
No, you're doing well, just because sometimes I'm retired now, so I have plenty of time.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pass my time.
Sure. Like my dad is retired as well last 2 years, 3 years.
You see, I can't see any intellectual Muslims.
What religion are you? I have no religion.
I was 12, I left Islam.
I was born in a Muslim family as well.
Yeah, I was Muslim family. But I never pray, never fast.
Sure.
I will never go to Mecca or anything. I just don't believe it.
Yeah.
I was in secondary school. Secondary school in Iran. And our religious teacher was talking about Isra al-Mi'raj. You know when Muhammad kind of this rubbish things on that donkey. So he was explaining, and I raised my hand. I was a child. I said, this donkey was wrapped with the rocket. Take Muhammad up. And he started hitting me and swearing at me.
Well, back in your days, they used to hit you.
Yeah. For 2 months, they expelled me. 2 months from school expelled me. They want to expel me forever. My father come, he say, just ask the question.
Yeah.
Why you get angry?
Sure.
And my father was a communist, so he didn't believe in none of this nonsense. And they say they had guarantee for him that I will never discuss this matter in front of there because this is making jokes for Islamic religion and it's not nice. Blah blah blah. So from that time I knew that none of them is intellectual, even those mullahs, which they are in Cyprus or in Turkey or in Iran, anything, they all lie.
What languages do you speak? English, Turkish?
I speak Turkish. Turkish, English, Farsi, Kurdish, Arabic, Yugoslavian, Azerbaijani.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I said Azerbaijan. My mother is from Azerbaijan.
Oh, wow. Very good. Very good. It's good to speak more than one language.
Yeah, I do like translate the homophones.
See, if my Turkish was good, I would be translator as well. Very good. Very good. I can't read it, I can't write it, I can barely speak it.
But sometimes in these adult education colleges, they run like Turkish language course or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's free.
I went, but I'm very basic and they're already advanced, you know. So.
No, they start from the beginning.
Sure.
You know, you just go and talk to those colleges who run these Turkish classes and ask them, you are beginner. They have this. In 2-3 months you realize that you can't express yourself.
Sure.
Right, there you learn.
Cheers, man. Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Yes, guys, so we're in Speaker's Corner live in London, watching all the wafflers waffle on. So yeah, we get a nice wide shot of everyone. I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. Thank you to everybody for joining the stream today. Any new subscribers, watch out for more content coming out soon. I'm gonna go around London in the next few weeks and showcase the fruit and veg markets, boot sale markets, food markets, try and go and see some exhibitions, music shows, all of that waffle in the coming weeks. So hit that notification button to stay alert. Let's say hello to a few people in the chat. If everyone is to press 1 in the chat, I'll give everyone a shout that presses the 1. We've already got one bashed by DeWitt. Hello DeWitt. Hello Token Explorers. Hello John. Hello Truthfinder 2019. Yes, guys, John was saying about the man in the white t-shirt. He's seeing him at the Brendan meetups. Yes, that's where I first met him. I got a little video of him dancing around, bopping around. Street Mike. 3 years maybe, yeah, I think a bit, yeah, about the 2020 mark, something like that. 2020, just as soon as the lockdown happened. It was one of the last public meetups that they did at that time. Yeah, he's always wearing the same t-shirt and shorts in the rain, in the cold. I'm freezing and I've got a jumper on, I've got a cardigan on. And he's in shorts and t-shirts all the time. He's with the Piers Corbyn posse. Follows Piers Corbyn around. He was at a lot of the lockdown protests. I got invited to the pub with Louis and a few other streamers, but I don't drink alcohol, so I declined the offer. But if you're listening, Louis, thanks for the offer. Maybe if I start drinking again, I'll join you. Yes, True Finder. John is correct. I've got a few text messages that I've got to go through and a missed call. It's sad that Danny Shine didn't show up today. One of the lady speakers were going on about a loudhailer, how it annoys her and it should be made illegal to use a loudhailer in the streets of London. I would have liked him to debate her about that. Maybe next time. The sun has been covered by the clouds, making it freezing here. Yeah, they always write Bongo Nick on Instagram. You can find him on Instagram as Bongo Nick. The guy in the shorts and t-shirts. I'm a follower of him. Yeah, Truth Finder, check out Bongo Nick on Instagram. You'll find the guy in shorts and t-shirt. And his grey beard. When I first met him, he had no beard, and now he's got a long grey beard. I did hear Bongo Nick. It might be a rumor, I don't know if it's true, but he's a millionaire and he spends all of his time just waffling around London. He used to be a dancer, if I'm correct, in the theatre. He used to be a dancer in the theatre. He did over 1,000 shows apparently in the streets, in theatre, in musicals and stuff like that. Alright, let's go to the bike and then I'm gonna start packing up. I come here today with the bike. I did half train journey, half bike journey, so it's not too bad. I might ride back home, 17 mile ride back home now.
Like I said, yo, it's funny about people. We don't everyone, you know. They're gonna do too much fairy tale, man. Wow. Fairy tale girl. You can make man change their clothes and that. What would you like to discuss today? Real, man. It's real. Hey, wait. Ask me something related to the subject.
So yes, guys, this is Speaker's Corner. I'm local experimentalist UK. Thank you to everybody for joining the stream today, and I'll catch you on the next live stream, which is I'm not sure when. Look out for community posts on my YouTube channel for when I'm next live. So yeah, thank you to everybody for joining, and I'll catch you again all soon.
But even you know, for